everyone, our match with Muay Tigers is today. Let's give it a roll.
We trained really hard in the dark room. We can do it, right?
Yeah. If you overestimate your own power, you will make mistakes. What? Alright, don't start a fight or anything.
Well then, let's go to the station first so that we can get to the stadium.
Hey Trina. Oh. Poor guy. I do feel bad for him. Trina seems kinda anxious, doesn't she?
It must be because Buddy said she was irritating.
He's so tactless.
Yeah. I have to fix this somehow.
Trina is already gone.
Buddy, let's go to the match for now.
Yeah.
Because after all, the poor girl can't run away from the match. That's the only place you can just pin her in place and avoid her escape. Oh dear. Trina! This is his first use of all caps. Well, any capital letters in the inner link. And it's just to get a hold of Trina. Buddy, he kind of got his chapter in nice and early. He learned to control his angry mode. And now this is his secondary role. But yes, with the Yo-Ho-Ho, it's TaleOfTheToaster more importantly. In this episode, we're going to take on Thailand and the Muay Tigers in the next story match of the FFI V2. And that's pretty exciting. We've done all our training in the dark room, and by that we mean we did a little bit on Arian, Ricardo and Terry and then didn't do any more because we'd be completely overpowered. Let's head to Saints Way Stadium. So off to Saints Way Stadium we go then, because we have a match against the Muay Tigers from Thailand. And I'm just excited to see what these guys can do, because we've had familiar faces like Australia and South Korea to kick us off. Then Saudi Arabia was the first properly new team, but they still had a little bit of representation before. But now Thailand is brand new. We don't know anything about what they could choose to do with this kind of team, but trust me, I really like what they did with the Muay Tigers. I think it's worth pointing out, now that we have 2 competition routes available, right now we're in like chapter 4 and my playtime is 7 hours and 12 minutes, but if you were doing all the extra competition routes that's available to you, you could have excruciatingly higher playtime at this point. Like, I must have had tens and tens of hours just doing all the matches to try and get them out of my way as the Supernova backup save file, but oh, you can get really over-leveled. The match is starting! Yeah, we need to go and root for them. Off you go. Go and cheer for Inazuma National. Make sure you don't let your kid run off. Your dad isn't coming to watch you play in the match? Huh? Isn't he the dad you're so proud of? He won't come and root for you. What about you, Zippy? They won't come here just to monitor me. What Keenan is saying here is that, yes, they are definitely going to come and monitor you, Zippy. We know this, you know this, it's Inazuma 11, the condescending parents are going to watch the match. We'll see how they get on later. We also haven't really reunited with Trina. She's not considered out of the party. In fact, they're talking about her behind the back right now. You definitely can use her should you need, and at some point she got dribbled. She got double touch. Well, okay, when did that happen? It's not exactly a good dribble, but she's at least got a move now. That will help her in certain circumstances. We can talk to this guy to learn more about the Muay Tigers. We didn't get to talk to him last time because it just put us in the stadium by default. We would have had to leave to talk about it. But the shooting technique it's telling us is a wood element move. And it's not that strong, but it's got an advantage over wind element goalkeepers. I wonder if they're telling us that for a reason. Right, Terry? I am one with the wind. I've got Blam Dunk and Heavy Hurl, by the way, is his skill. Never really pointed that one out before, but that basically means he gets more distance after punching a ball away, so that's a nice touch to have on him. just carrying across a bit of that basketballing to make sure he had a skill before he had a move. But Blam Dunk is not a punch, so we're not going to see much of that yet. But what we will see is the Muay Tigers. There's two of them down below. Let's see what they've got to show. Here we go! FFI V2's Asian qualifiers continue. It's time for the semi-finals. The match between Muay Tigers and Inazuma National is about to kick off.
You can do it, big bro!
Last match, Muay Tigers defeated Desert Lions by a 5-0 score. Will this match go the same way? Muay Tigers' forward Thanakorn Jaa has improved a lot since the tournament began. But Inazuma National has been constantly evolving in every match. You won't want to miss this. We're looking forward to this match. Both teams are doing their final warm-ups before we kick off. Which of course is our chance to talk to them and our own tiny management squad of just Glacier, Sheepwood, Black and Sky, really keeping things down to a minimum within this game. But Chupong, we can actually see on his arm that he is the captain. Thanakorn Jaa is the only one we've really been told about so far. Is he even here? No, we actually can't talk to the forward before the match begins. So once again, these qualifiers just not allowing you to get any backstory on the opponents before you already have to knock them out of the tournament. But there is still a lot to say about Muay Tigers. I think that they're very interesting, and once we get into their formation, we'll maybe show what is so interesting about them. Because, well, sorry Saudi Arabia, we kind of forgot to look at their bios last time. There's a lot of required players for this one, and again, we don't have any reserves. Drum and bass, we have his conversation topic now. It was hiding outside Ricardo de Rigo's house, but I've checked in the background, he has a 4th requirement condition, which is also that you need to have won 10 matches. And normally, that would be easy. 10 matches is not a hard requirement at all, but because I've been focusing on trying to not over-level myself, that means I've basically been incapable of having any optional players at all. But these three, Trina, Keenan and Zippy, are essential, along with Buddy and Arian, so just put them where you want. I'm sticking with the default for as long as we can. And eventually, we'll hopefully be able to add some new people to it.
Trina.
Ha! Inazuma National! I can't believe you made it here! What? We'll be the ones who have the last laugh! As if we could lose. Let's go, everyone! Arian, you're aware of your own plot armor, huh? Well, Muay Tigers, they are the semi-final opponents, so they should be the toughest one yet. And I can say for sure they're definitely the most different. Nice coach design down there. And Muay Tigers, in Japanese, they're known as Mac Tiger. So that in itself is already a pretty good name. But they actually got a good dubbing change to Muay Tigers to reference what they do in their moves. Because almost everything they've got is actually based on Muay Thai. So, you know, Saudi Arabia, I'm not sure how they would have felt about their only unique move that's not sand, just being about oil. But this is the forward, Thanakorn Jaa, that we've heard a little bit about. He's got Tusk Force and low Scythe Slice. He was chosen as the captain, just like all the other big forwards of each team. But he didn't want it. And instead we've got a defender captain. This is what we live for in Inazuma. Not only is it finally another defender captain, but they weren't even going to give him it. It took the actual forward himself to pass that role on. And not only that, he's actually the only forward on the whole team. They have a total of 6 midfielders and 3 defenders, all using Center Scythe Slice, which is a collab move, so they're going to be working together on that. And the formation, Pakuchi Smell. But yeah, interesting forward and defender, great formation, just, yeah, and a theme. Muay Thai is not something I expected to be explored in Inazuma, but we're going to see it as we get started in this match over here. Home ground as always, so sorry to the people of Thailand who've had to come all this way. Let's go! The match between Inazuma National and Muay Tigers is about to kick off! Inazuma National is already in the centre circle. We're getting nervous over here.
Dear, it seems the match is about to start.
Yes.
Zippy, I hope he doesn't get injured.
Of course, they are here to monitor him, but at least his mother has some concern as to whether he gets injured or not. That's something. Let's do this! Away! Apologies in advance for any fake Muay Thai chants on my part. I do not know how to make those sound authentic, but there's Center Scythe Slice. Go! Thanakorn! And as we pass to Thanakorn...
I'm coming. I need to defend.
You're in the way! Move! Aye!
We get to see its single-player equivalent, which is actually a dribble rather than a block, but still similar, just he's on the move while he's doing it. Center Scythe Slice and low Scythe Slice. Bit of a mouthful.
Trina! Take this! Shoot!
Fortunately, though, he just kind of goes for a regular shot. This is how they got 5-0 on the Desert Lions, apparently.
Muay Tigers were aiming for a counter-attack.
Yes, in this situation where the offense and defense change in an instant, the defense's mistake is fatal.
After all, I'm...
Trina.
So, while we have an advanced gauge to fill, I guess we'll start by talking about those Scythe Slices, which kind of, for me, has to go down as some of the worst move names in Inazuma 11 history. It's a bit unfortunate. But that's not a dig at the dub. It's kind of a dig at both, because in Japanese those moves are called Death Scythe Middle and Death Scythe Low. 3 words, I have to admit, is a bit much for one Hisatsu technique. Oh, apparently Menacing Glare failed. Right, I see. And I know, I guess maybe they had to keep it 3 words in the dub as well for the sake of lip syncing in the anime and such, but when we were working on the translation patch before we knew what the moves were officially called, we wanted to simplify it, you know. So Death Scythe Middle would be Central Scythe, and then Death Scythe Low would be Sweeping Scythe, to show how what movements are going on. But no, they have to be the longest move names ever. Meanwhile, this goalkeeper has Menace Elbow, another quite funny dub name. I think it's based on Tennis Elbow, but I had to kind of say it out loud before I clocked onto that one. That ball is mine! Away! I really need to stop just doing the Muay Thai chants altogether, don't I? There's no way these sound good.
Trina, defend! I can't.
Ooh.
Oh no! Inazuma National's defense is confused! Yes, Fajuo's response is a little slow. Let's hope she can keep up.
It's my fault. Everyone must be mad at me.
Trina?
Captain, I want to save Trina.
Huh?
Because I told her carelessly that I was getting irritated, she got scared and shut herself off. That's why I want to do something. I want that from the bottom of my heart.
I see.
I have something I want to tell her, but every time I try to talk to her, she avoids me.
だったら今がチャンスだ。試合中はフィールドから逃げられない。今なら伝えられるんじゃない？
そうか。そうっすよね。ありがとうございます、キャプテン。行くぞ。森村。森村黒羽。俺はお前が好きだぞ。お前はあったかいし顔も可愛い。俺の彼女にしてやるから元気出せ。言いたいのはそれだけだ。
friend? So Buddy fancies Trina. This is why people's feelings are interesting.
When you can't see your good points, sometimes others can see them.
Come on, let's resume the game with Muay Tigers throw-in! Yeah, you can't see what just happened up in the commentary box, but, man! What a baller! I know that, well, there's the dubiousness of the only way you can get her to listen is by trapping her on a football pitch, so I don't know what your odds are in getting a response, but blimey. Has that ever happened to you, ladies, getting confessed to on a football pitch? Oh my, low Scythe Slice, meanwhile, is getting past the fancy footwork. It's still too difficult for Frank to do properly, but I can't get past that. Like, did anyone see that coming? I mean, I guess it was kind of built up that, certainly, like, he wanted to say something to her, but ask her out on a date? Okay. I'm actually going to let this guy take a shot because I want to see Tusk Force. He's one of the midfielders, but really cool. Based on the Thai elephants, the ivory elephant, I think they're probably called. I mean, I know that the move in Japanese is called Ivory Crash, so it would make sense that's what it's based on. But Tusk Force, what a brilliant official name for that. A pun on Task Force, but down to an elephant. Okay, well, Trina, she was going to go for a debut on Double Touch, but I guess we're just going to get another Task Force, Tusk Force, at this rate. Kind of want to keep the pace going on this whole Buddy and Trina thing, seeing he's just confessed in the middle of the pitch and we haven't even slightly advanced the advance gauge past halfway. Here's another Tusk Force. Thanakorn cannot do another one of those. Do love the ending pose though, like, clearly elephants are not a Muay Thai thing, but the pose at the end of it must be. They scored! Oh no! I didn't expect that. Alright. Finally, we get a bit of drama in one of these things. You know what you can do about it? Just... there goes the drama. Victor is here only to just somewhat support Victor and support Ricardo and Arian and do a bicycle blade whenever you give him the opportunity. Center Scythe Slice is going to at least weaken it, so that's good for shot blocking. Let's have another one of them. This is perhaps going to be the longest advance gauge I've ever dealt with, because and perhaps I'm the one that you would want to go the quickest, because there's some real story going on right now, and yeah, but like, clearly he had something he wanted to say, but I thought it was just building up to, you know, the same kind of conversation they had the other way around. Don't be afraid to face yourself and show that you're good at, like, that you've got uses on the team and stuff. They've got Cascading March. The blocking Hisatsu tactic from Perfect Cascade that also moves them way up the pitch. These guys are really quite good. We're getting some worthy opposition in the semi-finals. I don't actually know how underleveled or overleveled I am. I didn't look at their level, but they're doing a good job. We'll just go on a run with Zippy until the advance gauge is full, but respect to Muay Tigers, but more respect to Buddy. I won't let you! Aye! Seen enough of this yet? Confessing in the middle of a match? I'll show you this is the place for a serious game!
Don't come here.
Trina! You can do it! I'm sure you can! Believe in your own strength!
Believe in my strength. I can do it. I can.
You can't stop me!
相手の動きが見える。動ける。うちが止める。
Nice defense, Trina!
Thanks.
You can now use Leaf Bowler. Well, that's pretty cool.
See? You can do it if you want.
Okay, let's keep attacking with this momentum. So now Trina's got herself a proper blocking move to go with her dribble, which may just fail again. Yes, it's in her moveset, but she's just not ready for that yet, I guess. I don't know how high the difficulty was, but we're going to end half-time at a 1-0 deficit. Both on level 14. I guess this is the difference it makes. They even dominated possession.
My dear. Don't you think Zippy is really trying ever so hard?
What is this match? Aren't those your parents? Dad? Mum? Why are they here? Dad came to see the match? Dad, this was our math test. I got a perfect score this time too. What's this solution? Using the graph method would have shortened the time needed to answer by 5 minutes. It's not just about answering. You must solve problems efficiently. The key is in the method. I'm sorry. Dad. Zippy, are you and your father... This has nothing to do with you.
Zippy, Keenan. You two are going to be the key for the second half. Find it together. The formula for victory.
Formula for victory?
Let's go! Who will advance to the finals? Inazuma National or Muay Tigers? The second half is about to start!
Is that the first instruction we've had from Astro Black the whole time? The formula for victory. I'll leave it to you, Keenan, Zippy. I'll find it, and before Zippy does too. I accept the challenge. So we've had our Trina and Buddy half. I guess we're going to have a Keenan and Zippy half now. No resolution to that confession. I guess it's going to have to wait.
We will win! Away!
Keenan, Zippy, there he goes. In which direction will he pass? The point is which axis foot to put the centre of gravity on. Where will he pass? The acceleration when jumping. No, the jump angle? To the right. They had countermeasures. I have to get them. Why is Zippy so impatient? Is it because his father is watching the match after all? Is Zippy okay? Zippy. That movement when he touches his necktie. Does it mean... Zippy, if my reasoning is correct, your father... Please stop talking about my dad. It would be better to find this formula for victory first. Let's concentrate. You're right. I don't know how he was even able to see from that far away once again, but full power right now. We'll just go for a free Blam Dunk. They could be 2-0 in the lead. Well, wouldn't that be a circumstance? Yeah, it seems like it. So, Blams, no. Been forgetting to do the Blams in this match. Maybe that's why it didn't work. That's how you do a Muay Thai chant. Shut up, TaleOfTheToaster. Let the professionals handle this. Goal! Muay Tigers shot made it in! Why? My calculations were perfect. Zippy? What? Remember what you told me last time about how parents control their kids by pushing their expectations. I finally understood the meaning behind that when I saw the way you behaved when your parents arrived. You wish for your parents, or should I say, your father, to acknowledge you, correct? He seems to disapprove of you, but you don't hate him at all. You hate your inability to meet his expectations. On what basis are you saying this? Please stop saying this nonsense. But I can't understand why you'd want to avoid your father. Surely you don't understand because you and your father get along so well. I bet your father praises you so much and understands you well, no? Why not just leave it at that? Even if he does, he can't do so anymore. That is because, He passed away when I was only a child.
Huh?
He passed away? I'm really envious of you. For as long as I can remember, I always wanted to be like my father.
You're so cool, Dad. You got another award.
Yeah, and this time it's a big one. It's the Commissioner's Award.
It's the best award a detective can ever receive, you know? As expected from the best detective in the world. You're a true ally of justice, Dad.
Right you are. I shall never forgive evil and injustice. Something like that.
I'm going to be an awesome detective like you, Dad. I'm going to solve all sorts of cases.
Even if I want to be like him now and surpass him, I don't have him as a role model anymore. But you're different from me. You have your father to help you grow and develop in great amounts. Keenan. But even when I'm cool-headed, I find it tough to believe I could grow. Even now, the key to victory is far away. Do you really think that? Huh?
Even if you don't believe it, I know that with the skills you two have, you will find the key to success.
Captain.
Zippy, your father has been watching you, only you, the whole time. Whenever he feels your play is dangerous, he seems to pull on his necktie.
Zippy.
That proves he really is worried about you, which means he doesn't hate you at all.
Huh? Dad's been watching me this entire time? Me of all people?
That's right. Let's show your father how we play football and win this entire thing.
Now that's a lot to unpack in the middle of a necessary three goal comeback. Wow. Like, I certainly wasn't expecting a date confession from Buddy in the middle of the pitch, but after Keenan was being so difficult to listen to when he was bragging about his father straight to Zippy's face, it seemed tactless. But I just genuinely believed that he was going to be the tactless type, and he still is from time to time. I mean, detectives are known for being like that in a lot of fiction. Menace Elbow has stopped us once again. But yeah, it's really interesting to reread the dialogue, both whether you're playing the anime or the game. If you already knew the truth about his father, then it does just read as him being cocky. But when you've actually learned that, I'm not going to call it a twist or anything like that, but the dialogue definitely reads very differently once you've got the full truth. Paints Keenan in a different light, and there's something I really appreciate. Like, any kind of game where you can revisit it on a second time around and appreciate things differently to how you did the first time. It's just stuff to enjoy. Menace Elbow has stopped us again. What are we actually gonna do here? Oh, wow! The first match that we do not over leveled, we have some real thinking to do. Well, let's at least tell you what. Here's an idea. Arian can do a Hyper Swiper and he can afford a Zephyr shot chain as well. So if I set Victor up to get Arian into his line of sight, Doom Dive Drive for the power. I believe Doom Dive Drive is still a little stronger than Bicycle Sword. Because Bicycle Sword, it is actually described in the game as just an aerial Doom Sword Slash. It's a lot stronger than Doom Sword Slash and has the added benefits of being a long shot. But yeah, I never really made the association that it was just Doom Sword Slash as a bicycle kick. But yeah, he was out of Menace Elbows anyway. We were clearly going to be capable of getting past that, but nearly leveling things out. Could do with a story goal here. For now, the advanced gauge is done. Let's see what Zippy can do. Don't you dare! Whoa! I can't keep it together. Clearly I need some Muay Thai training myself. Thanakorn! I'm gonna find the formula for victory no matter what. Because when I do, Dad will... You must solve problems efficiently. The key is in the method.
効率よくみなほくん 君と僕お互いの予測を補い合うことが勝利への解放への近道かもしれません。
面白い。つまり観察や行動分析で読み取れることは僕が、
データや数学的な解析は僕が引き受けます。
悪く思うな。試合勝つのは俺たちだ。
見えました。ディフェンス方程式。みんな行きますよ。そんなドリブルじゃボールを取ってくれと言っているようなもんだ。遠くいえ計算通りです。3、2、1、みなほくん。なんだと？いつの間にこんなところへ。
君が右からスライディングを仕掛けるのは手の動きで分かっている。
そしてつま先の角度から君が進む方向とさらにボールの速度からここに到達するまでの時間が分かる。つまり先回りをしてボールを奪えるというわけです。
バカな。全て計算づくだったというのか。
そういうこと。これが僕たちの勝利への解放です。
Two new moves. Now the defense is looking real good. Copy cut and... Okay. I've bloody lost the name now, haven't I?
よくやってくれた。このボールをつないで必ず点を取るぞ。
ようやく答えを導き出した。
Both defense equation and copy cut. Really, really like those. It's hard to almost pick a favourite out of the two. But copy cut... Oh, we're up here? Oh, yeah, of course. They gave us a bit of a story boost from far away. Well, Victor, I hope he's got enough TP for a Doom Sword Slash. He can't take the ball in the first place. Where, once again, let it be reminded, not winning right now. The Muay Tigers are going to have to get box locked here. You're making me dive into my bag of tricks. Again, they gave me the opportunity with Zippy and Keenan's double block. But, Victor, can you outrun these guys with Arian and Falco by your side? That's just getting everyone involved. We got a critical, and that is the only reason that I am here right now with a Doom Sword Slash. Whew. That's going to draw level, but we don't want to have to go to extra time, or would it be a draw? Surely not, right? We've got 5 minutes to find the actual formula for victory. Like, nice little bit of narrative that the formula for victory, or key for victory, is those guys' dribbling blocking moves. We've got one on Trina, Keenan, and Zippy, so let's just get them all up. Ricardo, I think you're going to need to take the shot, if not Falco. Let's run Falco up as high as we can. I want another leaf bowler. Like copy cut, defense equation, leaf bowler we've seen exactly once. This is Konoha roll in Japanese, but Konoha is also her name. So we never really knew whether it was just named after herself or named after leaves in general. Oh, but I need to leave. This scenario, I've got 2 minutes left. We can't afford a bicycle sword. A bicycle blade. This is over. Full time. You can't end it in a draw. It's a knockout tournament. Excuse you. We actually just have to do it again. I see. This is unanticipated circumstance. Do I have my moves still? Double touch is gone. So's this stuff. That match basically didn't happen. And neither did this video. Bye-bye.